You make good money. On paper, you should be fine. You are not the woman people pity. You are not jobless, you are not lazy. You are not sitting around waiting for life to happen to you. You work, you earn, you handle business. And yet somehow at the end of every month your money still feels like smoke. It comes in strong and disappears quietly. That is the part nobody talks about. Because being a high-income woman and still feeling broke is a different kind of pain. It is the pain of looking successful but feeling financially fragile. It is the pain of knowing people assume you're good because of what you earn, while privately you feel behind, stretched, and one emergency away from panic. It is opening your bank account after all your bills, subscriptions, dinners, beauty appointments, spontaneous spending, I deserve it moments and quiet support for other people, and wondering how someone who makes this much can still feel this trapped. And the most dangerous part, a lot of high-income women are not actually broke. They are unmanaged. Read that again. Not broke. Unmanaged. Because more income does not automatically create wealth. It only exposes your habits at a higher level. If you made little before, you struggled small. Now you make more and you are struggling in prettier packaging. A better apartment. Nicer clothes. Better vacations. Better brunches. Higher car payment. More expensive self-care. More convenience. More rewarding yourself. More silent pressure to look like the money is changing your life. And now your lifestyle has grown teeth. Now it eats first. So yes, you make more. But your peace did not increase with your paycheck. Because income is not the same thing as financial stability. Let's tell the truth. Some women do not have a money problem. They have an identity problem tied to money. Because somewhere along the way, earning more became permission to spend more. Looking put together became more important than actually being secure. And appearing soft, successful, polished, and desirable became expensive. You started financing an image that your nervous system could not afford. You wanted the soft life. But nobody told you that a real soft life is not built on constant financial recovery. It is built on structure. And this is where high-income women get blindsided. Because when you come from lack, stress, or survival mode, making more money feels emotional. You want relief. You want beauty. You want ease. You want to buy back the comfort you were denied. You want proof that your hard work is paying off. So the money becomes emotional before it becomes strategic. And emotional money disappears fast. That is why a woman can make good money and still feel broke. Because her income rose but her system did not. No structure. No spending boundaries. No real savings rhythm. No investment habit. No defined enough. No separation between lifestyle money and wealth-building money. Just more coming in. And more leaking out. And let's go deeper. A lot of high-income women are carrying invisible financial weight. Helping family. Sending money. Covering emergencies. Paying for convenience because they are exhausted. Buying peace because they do not have time. Spending to cope. Spending to celebrate. Spending because after working this hard, they feel entitled to something beautiful. And that feeling makes sense. But if every hard week becomes a spending excuse, your income will never feel like enough. Because the issue was never just the amount. It was the flow. Here is the shift. A powerful woman is not just a woman who earns well. A powerful woman is a woman who can keep, grow, and direct her money. That is the identity. Not just I make money, but I manage money. I multiply money. I protect money. I do not perform wealth while quietly drowning. That is a different woman. And becoming her requires practical change. First, track where your money actually goes. Not where you think it goes. Not where it should go. where it actually goes. Because money confusion survives in vagueness. Clarity breaks the spell. Second, separate your money into roles. Your income should not sit in one account like a crowd with no leadership. Give your money assignments. Bills, lifestyle, emergency fund, investing, future goals. If your money has no job, it will find a way to disappear. Third, cap lifestyle inflation on purpose. Every raise should not become a new expense. That is how women making solid money stay trapped for years. When your income rises, part of it should upgrade your life. But part of it must upgrade your future. Otherwise, you are just earning more for other people to collect. Fourth, automate wealth before you touch comfort. Save first. Invest first. Build first. Not with what is left over. Before the leftovers happen. Because what is left over is usually nothing. Fifth, stop using spending as emotional repair. This one is hard. But it is real. A new purchase cannot fix burnout. A luxury dinner cannot fix a chaotic system. A restock cannot heal financial insecurity. And looking expensive cannot replace being safe. Real peace is when your money does not make you anxious in private. That is the goal. Not just looking successful. Being secure. Not just earning more. Owning more. Not just making enough to survive beautifully. Building enough to live freely. Because the woman you are becoming should not need constant income just to maintain the appearance of having made it. She should have margin. She should have reserves. She should have investments. She should have options. She should be able to breathe. That is real financial femininity. Not helplessness. Not image. Not curated success with hidden panic. Peace. Structure. Standards. Security. So if you are a high-income woman who still feels broke, this is not your sign to feel ashamed. It is your sign to wake up. Because you are closer than you think. The money is already coming in. Now it is time to build the woman who knows what to do with it. The woman who stops leaking. The woman who stops performing. The woman who stops calling chaos normal. The woman who turns income into stability. The woman who turns discipline into softness. The woman who turns structure into freedom. And when she does not just look like she has money. She feels safe. She feels clear. She feels powerful. She feels untouchable. That is the real upgrade.